Hi friends, let's discuss about Sainte-Laguë method or proportional representation in election. Why is this proportional representation in the news now? Because after a popular uprising in Nepal, in our neighboring Nepal, a guy called Balendra Shah has won the elections in the Nepal parliament. And when we read the news, we can understand that unlike India, there is direct voting and there is something known as proportional representation. So proportional representation is conducted on the basis of Sainte-Laguë method. What is it? We will see in a moment, but before that, just a background. The Nepal's election process. In the recently conducted Nepal election, Rastriya Swatantra Party or RSP, led by Balendra Shah, has won the election. Elections were held for 275 new representatives for the Nepal's lower house of parliament. Nepal's lower house of parliament has 275 seats, and the election is conducted for that lower house, and the leader is selected as the prime minister. Now, 165 of the seats are chosen directly, whereas 110 are chosen by the proportional representation. As of now, not all results are in, but Mr. Balendra Shah's RSP party has won 125 out of the 165 direct votes and 58 out of the 110 proportional representation of seats. Now, just a brief introduction. Nepal has 165 constituencies where 165 people are elected. That is, just like how India is divided into different constituencies, Nepal is also divided into 165 individual constituencies, and from each of these constituencies, one member is directly elected. Now, these members represent themselves. They do not stand as a member of a party. They represent themselves. How and all we will see in a moment, but just I'm giving you a brief introduction. And proportional representation has 110 seats, and in proportional representation we are voting for the party. First the party wins and then the party select the members to the house. So two kind of seats, one direct seat and the proportional representation. Direct seat, we are directly selecting who should go to the parliament, and in proportional representation we first select the party and the party indirectly selects who all members should go to the parliament. There will be a minimum cutoff, that is, in case of Nepal it is 3%. If a party fails to win 3% of the vote, they will not get any seat under proportional representation. And to form the government, the Nepal lower house needs a simple majority, that is 138 out of 275 seats. Now, what is direct uh, seat selection? Suppose let us assume Mr. Rahul is a member of the Congress party. He stands as one of the 165 members participating through direct seat. I told you there are 165 constituencies in Nepal, and Mr. Rahul is standing in one of those constituency along with many other members of different other parties or whatever. He is one of the member in one of the candidate in one of the constituents. He is representing Congress party. If he wins in that constituency, it is his individual victory, not the party's victory. We know that in India, the number of seats a party win represents their seat in our Lok Sabha. Okay, if there are 100 seats, 100 candidates winning means it's 100 seats for that particular party. But in Nepal, if a person win, it is his own win, not the party's win. He can represent the Congress party only if the Congress party wins more than 3% of the total vote. He won. Okay, there is no denying of that fact. Mr. Rahul has won the election, but if he is to represent if he is to appear in the parliament as a member of Congress party, means Congress party also should have won 3% of the total vote. Rahul will be an independent member in the house if Congress party fails to win at not even 3% of the vote. he need not obey the Congress party rules, because without getting 3% of the vote, Congress party loses the official party status. Also, Mr. Rahul cannot use the Congress party symbols or Congress party's funds in such a case. 165 direct seats voting is very straightforward. Candidate with most number of votes win. Suppose me, Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Narendra Modi is fighting in a constituency. Out of the 165 constituency, in one constituency, me, Rahul Gandhi and Narendra Modi is fighting, and out of the 100 votes, Mr. Narendra Modi gets 50, Rahul Gandhi gets 40, and I get 10 votes. So naturally, Narendra Modi gets elected. There is no other difficulty in that. Who gets a maximum number of votes, they win. This process is called first past the post process in Nepal. It is basically direct seat selection. Now, the 110 proportional representation, the seats are allocated via a process called Sainte-Laguë method. Now, let's see what is Sainte-Laguë method. Other than Nepal, there are some countries that use this method. For example, Germany, New Zealand, Sweden, Norway, Denmark, etc. Now, what is the first step of Sainte-Laguë method? Decide the number of seats allotted to the proportional representation. That is 110 in case of Nepal. Step 2. Decide the minimum percentage of votes that a party must get so that it is eligible for proportional representation. As I have already told, a party must get at least so and so percentage so that they get a representation in the proportional representation. Usually it is decided by the Parliament or Election Commission. Now step 3, people go to vote. Okay, we are going to vote to elect our directly elected people, and along with voting for this directly elected people, we also have another section where we put our vote for a party. For example, I can select Narendra Modi as my candidate, but I may choose to select the party as Congress. So, as I already mentioned, the individual is winning as an individual. He is not part of a party, and the party through proportional allocation determines who is going to the parliament in proportional representation. That is step 3. In step 4, the election commission checks for the election has been over, and the election commission checks for which party's vote has crossed the threshold of 3% of total votes. If any party has not got not even 3%, then it is Tata bye bye see you for that party. That party loses the national party status. And if any candidate belonging to that party has won their seats through direct election, they will now go to the parliament. There is no denying of their win. They will still go to the parliament, but they will be independent members. They cannot represent the party. So, as I said, even if Mr. Rahul wins the election through direct election, but Congress party fails to get at least 3% of the vote, Mr. Rahul will be going to the parliament as an independent member and not representing Congress party. Now, step 5. I have already told you, in proportional representation, we first select the party and the party selects the people. But it turns out that the party selects the people even before the election takes place. After the election, the party is not deciding who will go to the parliament, not after the election, but before the election, and they submit who the members who all will be going to the parliament in a secret ballot and it will be submitted to the election commission, and it will be having a particular order. That order is very important, because out of the 110 seats, if the party is getting only say 10 seats, the first 10 people in that list, in that order, will be the ones going to the parliament. So the 110th person in that list will be having the least preference for the party, and the first person will be having the highest priority. So BJP might submit something like first Narendra Modi, second Amit Shah, 3 Yogi Adityanath, etc. etc. Here it gets a little twisted because the election commission can place a rule such that 30% of this 110 seats being recommended by the party should be women, or 10% should belong to this caste, 5% to this caste, so and so. So it should be equally distributed. We cannot put the 30% of the women as the last section of the 110 people. It must be equally distributed. So the list might something look like: first, a man belonging to so and so caste; second, a woman belonging to so and so caste; three, woman belonging to another caste. That is, it is equally distributed in that list who gets to go to the parliament. Now, how the actual proportionate thing takes place, let us see. Now, the first step is we will remove the party who has won less than 3% of the vote. And let us assume the total number of seats allotted in the proportionate representation is 5 seats. Okay, there are 1,000 people in the country and 1,000 is the total vote. So 3% of 1,000 is 30. That is, parties that fail to win at least 30 votes is removed from the proportionate representation process, or Sainte-Laguë method. So here, let us assume party A has won 500 seat, party B has won 350 seat, party C has won 100 seat. Party D, party E, and party F, because they got less than 3% of the votes, they will be removed from the process. Now, the next step. Party A has 500, party B 350, party C 100. The very first step is to divide all the parties' vote by 1. So any number divided by 1 is that number itself. So we have 500, 350 and 100. Out of this list, identify which party has the highest vote. Obviously it is A. So we assign the first seat out of the 5 seats to A. Immediately after doing this, we have to divide the number of votes of A and A alone by 3. Why 3? Because we go by the divisor go by the odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, etc. So just the A's vote alone we have to divide by 3. In the next step, the party's votes looks like this. A has 166.67, party B has 350, party C has 100. Now we have to identify which party has the highest vote, and from this list we can see B has the highest vote. So the second seat out of the 5 seats is allotted to B. Immediately after doing this, B's vote alone is divided by 5 and the remaining vote are kept as same. So now the list looks something like party A 166.67, party B 116.67, party C 100. Again identify which party has the highest vote. It is A. Assign the third seat to A. Now divide A's vote alone by 5. Why 5? As I already told, the divisor goes like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. etc. So we again do the process and the number of votes look like 33, 116 and 100. Again identify which party has the highest vote. It is B. Assign the fourth seat to B, and immediately after doing this, divide B's vote alone by 5. Now it is 33, 23 and 100, and the next highest vote is for C, and assign the last and the fifth seat to C. So in total, party A has got 2 seats, party B has got 2 seats, party C has got 1 seat. This is Sainte-Laguë method of proportionate representation. Now, some points we have to note. In our example, party C has won its only single seat in the last step. What if instead of 5 seats, there were only 4 seats? Then party C would not have got any seat at all, despite clearing the 3% threshold. Under the Nepal, I already told you that if Mr. Rahul has won the seat and Congress has failed to get the 3% vote, then Rahul will be going as independent. What if Rahul has won the seat, but Congress party also has crossed the threshold, but due to the proportionate representation, in the proportionate representation or Sainte-Laguë method, they did not allot any seat. Then in that case, Rahul Gandhi will still be the member of Congress party. He need not go as independent. Another point, in one of the steps, if party A had 100 seats after 2 seats already allotted, party B had 80 seats, and party C also has 100 seats with no seats allotted. In any step, our uh, modus operandi should be select the party with the most vote and uh, allot a seat to that party. But in this step, if two parties are having the same vote, then we will select the party which had the highest overall vote because they had the greatest representation. So preference must be given to them. Now, in a real life, in Nepal election, I told you that the first, all the votes have to be divided by one. But in Nepal election or in real life, in many places, the first division is not done by 1, it is done by 1.4. Why? Because it is to make it harder for very small parties to gain their first seat. How is it? It is the same calculation that we have done. This is an exercise for you. You try it yourself. And just this one first step only we are dividing by 1.4. Remaining all it is same. It is 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. So I guess I have made your point clear. So that is all from my side. Thank you.